This is a recording on karma by missing numbers. To the top left, I'm showing the index of what the different letters represent. Like a 1 is represented by a AJS, a 2 by a BKT, and the way it's figured, it's the 2nd, the 11th, and the 20th letter of our alphabet, and they all add up to 2 if you reduce the number by addition. In other words, keep adding the numbers till you come to a number 1 through 9. And number 3 is CLU, as it is on the left hand column. And 4 is DMV. And 5 is ENW, the 5th, the 14th, and the 23rd letter of our alphabet. Like if you add up 2 and 3, it adds up to 5. If you add 1 and 4 for the 14th letter N, it adds up to 5. And of course, the E is the 5th letter. That's easy. The 6th, number 6 is FOX, the 6th, the 15th, and the 24th letter of our alphabet. And GPY, which is the 7th, the 16th, and the 25th letter of our alphabet. And HQZ, which is the 8th, the 17th, and the 26th letter of our alphabet, and IR, which is the 9th and 18th letter of our alphabet. So now we look at a 17-letter name, Nancy Linda Randall, and we put a 5 for the N, because it's, as you see, the 5th column, a 1 for the A, a 5 for the N, a 3 for the C, as you see in the index letter to the left, and the 7 for the Y. And we start putting it down to here for the 1 through 9. We make checks at each column. And when we fill up all the columns, the L is 3 for Linda, the I is 9 for I is 9, so you put 1 9 down there, and then R is a 9, you put another 9 down there, etc. And what we wind up with is, you add this up, there's 3 and 4 is 7, 9, and 5 is 14, 15, 16, 17. There's our 17 letters. So now what we wind up with is no numbers on the 2, the 6, and the 8. And this is a good example of how you can have 17 letters and still have 3 blanks, which means they don't have a good experience coming into this life with partnerships, which are represented by the number 2. Also, the July or Cancer people would cause them problems, and so would people born on the 2nd, the 11th, or the 29th day of any one of our 12 months. And also, somebody with a B or a K or a T initial, first, middle, or last name, could tend to give them problems. So you also use this chart right here. Now, they also have a blank at number 6, which is Venus. And Venus is ruled by May or Taurus people in October, or Libra people. So those people could be a challenge, as well as people with an F or a F initial or a prominent O, and or an X in their name. Sometimes the X in certain languages are interchanged with a Z. So not to cause confusion, I noticed that a lot of the names with Greek names, whatever, that start with an X are pronounced Z, so I interchange them. And then we're looking at number 7, which is Neptune, and it's also the initials GPY. And those born at the end of December and January, or February or Aquarius. Now, February Aquarius affects the moon, which is 2, and the 8, which is Saturn. So they have what they call a Saturn challenge and a partnership challenge. And they also have a challenge with family or obligations or responsibilities, which is the number 6. 6 relates to home or family, and number 2 is partnerships, or partnership or a female, and number 8, which is finances, responsibilities, fierce situations, FAIR, and also legal, insurance, or contractual matters. And it also, in some ways, has to do with personal space and solitude. Now, number 7 is religion or philosophy, and also it has to do with learning or education. In some cases, I consider medical things along with the 7. As an example, if somebody had a health concern, that would be a challenge. Sometimes a missing 7 has to do with a health concern and some medical stuff and diagnostic stuff that's ongoing, either with themselves or somebody else around you. Now, 7 is Neptune. It would be the GPY letter as indicated by my pinky, but also it would have to do with a July or Cancer person, which is related to number 2, or a February or Aquarius. The moon relates to February or Aquarius, as well as July or Cancer, which could be somebody born at the end of June. So the point is that this person with 17 letters has 3 challenges: financial, spiritual, or philosophical with the 7, and partnerships. Now, we're going to have a lot of experience. If you look at the number 5, they have a lot of experience with change. And if you look at the number 3, with social situations, young people, siblings, and having fun. So their weakness is the 2, the 6, and the 8. So it's very interesting. With 17 letters, the person has 3 different karmas.